In the heart of 19th century China, a disgruntled scholar named Hong Xiuquan experienced a series of vivid, life-altering visions. Hong, having repeatedly failed the notoriously difficult imperial examinations, was left disillusioned and searching for purpose. He found solace in pamphlets acquired years earlier, pamphlets that spoke of a foreign god and his son, Jesus. These forgotten texts ignited a firestorm within Hong, leading him to believe he was chosen for a divine mission. He declared himself the younger brother of Jesus Christ, ordained to establish a heavenly kingdom on earth, the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. Hong's message resonated with the downtrodden peasantry, who were grappling with poverty, corruption, and social injustice under the ruling Qing dynasty. His pronouncements offered hope for a better world, one free from oppression and ruled by divine justice. What began as the ramblings of a frustrated scholar quickly evolved into a powerful religious movement, gathering fervent followers eager to fight for their place in Hong's promised paradise. This potent blend of religious fervor and social unrest would prove to be a volatile mix, setting the stage for one of the bloodiest conflicts in human history, the Taiping Rebellion. Hong Xiuquan's visions were not those of a passive observer. He claimed to have ascended to heaven, meeting God and Jesus face to face. In these divine encounters, he was tasked with purging the world of demons he identified as the ruling Manchu Qing dynasty. His visions, detailed in his writings and pronouncements, depicted a utopian society free from Confucian traditions, idol worship, and social inequality. This new world, the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom, would be founded on principles of communal living, strict moral codes, and, most importantly, absolute devotion to Hong Xiuquan as God's chosen representative on earth. This potent message, infused with religious zeal and promises of earthly salvation, spread like wildfire throughout China. People, desperate for change and inspired by Hong's conviction, flocked to his banner. The Taiping Heavenly Kingdom, initially a fringe movement, swelled in numbers, transforming from a group of spiritual seekers into a formidable military force. Fueled by their unwavering belief in Hong's divine mandate, they were prepared to wage a holy war against the Qing dynasty and establish God's kingdom on earth. Hong Xiuquan and his early followers formed the God Worshippers Society, a tight-knit community united by their shared beliefs and a yearning for change. Within this group, Hong began to solidify his authority, establishing a strict hierarchical structure with himself at the apex. He preached a simplified version of Christianity, one stripped of complex theological nuances and infused with elements of traditional Chinese beliefs. This potent blend resonated with the common people, offering them a clear path to salvation and a sense of belonging in a time of widespread social upheaval. As the God Worshippers Society grew, so did its defiance of Qing authority. They rejected Confucian traditions, challenged social norms, and openly denounced the ruling dynasty as demonic usurpers. This growing dissent did not go unnoticed. The Qing government, threatened by the burgeoning movement, sought to suppress the God Worshippers, labeling them as heretics and a threat to the established order. This persecution, however, only served to further radicalize the group, pushing them closer to open rebellion. The stage was set for a cataclysmic clash, one that would plunge China into decades of brutal conflict. In 1851, Hong Xiuquan, emboldened by the unwavering faith of his followers and fueled by divine visions, declared the start of the Taiping Rebellion. What began as a local uprising in the rural province of Guangxi rapidly escalated into a full-scale war against the Qing dynasty. The Taiping army, driven by religious fervor and a desire for a more just society, swept across southern China, capturing city after city with surprising speed and ferocity. Their victories were often brutal, marked by the massacre of Manchu populations and the destruction of Confucian temples and symbols of Qing authority. The Taiping's success in the early years of the rebellion can be attributed in part to their unwavering belief in their divine mission. They saw themselves as warriors of God, fighting to cleanse the world of evil and usher in a new era of peace and prosperity. This religious zeal, coupled with their strict discipline and egalitarian ideals, including the abolition of private property and the equality of men and women, attracted many to their cause, further swelling their ranks and bolstering their momentum. The Taiping Rebellion was not merely a political uprising. It was a religious crusade fueled by the unshakable belief in Hong Xiuquan's divine mandate. This fanaticism, while a key factor in their early successes, also manifested in acts of extreme cruelty and violence. The Taipings, convinced of their righteousness, showed little mercy to those who resisted their rule or refused to convert to their unique brand of Christianity. Mass executions, forced conversions, and the destruction of religious sites deemed unholy became grim hallmarks of their reign. This unwavering belief in their own righteousness, however, also proved to be a double-edged sword. The Taiping leadership, blinded by their divine mission, often made strategic blunders and alienated potential allies. Their strict moral codes and radical social reforms, while appealing to some, proved too extreme for many, creating internal divisions and fueling resistance to their rule. The Taiping Heavenly Kingdom, despite its initial triumphs, was built on a foundation of zealotry that would eventually contribute to its death. The role of Western powers in the Taiping Rebellion is a subject of ongoing debate. While some argue that Western missionary activity directly inspired the rebellion, others maintain that the Taiping's interpretation of Christianity was largely their own, shaped more by indigenous grievances and Hong Xiuquan's own unique visions. Regardless of the specific influence, the Taiping Rebellion highlights the complex interplay between external forces and internal unrest, unintended and often explosive consequences. Section 7. Internal strife and the fall of the Heavenly Kingdom. Despite their initial successes, the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom was plagued by internal strife and increasingly ineffective leadership. Hong Xiuquan, increasingly isolated in his divinely appointed role, withdrew from everyday governance, leaving the running of his kingdom to his lieutenants. This resulted in power struggles, factionalism, and corruption within the Taiping leadership, weakening their grip on power and undermining their initial egalitarian ideals. The Qing dynasty, initially caught off guard by the ferocity of the Taiping Rebellion, gradually regained its footing. They formed alliances with Western powers, who were wary of the Taiping's radical ideology and potential threat to trade. These combined forces launched a series of counteroffensives, gradually pushing back the Taiping army and retaking lost territory. The Taiping Heavenly Kingdom, weakened by internal divisions and facing mounting pressure from external forces, began to crumble. Section 8. A legacy of devastation and social upheaval. After 14 years of brutal conflict, the Taiping Rebellion was finally crushed in 1864. The Heavenly Kingdom, once a symbol of hope for the oppressed, lay in ruins. The cost of the rebellion was staggering. An estimated 20 to 30 million people perished in the conflict, making it one of the deadliest civil wars in human history. Vast swathes of China lay in ruins, its economy shattered, and its social fabric torn apart. The Taiping Rebellion left an indelible mark on China's psyche. It exposed the weaknesses of the Qing dynasty and accelerated its decline. The rebellion also forced the Qing to confront the challenges of modernization and Western encroachment. On a deeper level, the Taiping Rebellion served as a stark reminder of the dangers of religious extremism and the devastating consequences of unchecked fanaticism. Section 9. The Taiping Rebellion. A stark warning from history. The Taiping Rebellion stands as a chilling testament to the destructive power of religious fanaticism. It demonstrates how a potent blend of religious fervor, social unrest, and a charismatic leader can ignite a firestorm of violence and chaos with far-reaching consequences. The rebellion serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of misinterpreting religious ideals and using them to justify violence and oppression. While the Taiping Rebellion is a distant memory, its lessons remain relevant today. In a world grappling with religious extremism and political polarization, it is crucial to remember the dangers of unchecked fanaticism and the importance of critical thinking and tolerance. The Taiping Rebellion serves as a stark warning from history, reminding us that even the most well-intentioned ideologies, when twisted by zealotry and a thirst for power, can lead to unimaginable suffering and devastation. This man, inspired by divine conviction, would rally an army unlike any before. His followers, driven by unwavering faith, saw themselves as soldiers of God. One belief, one army, one inevitable clash. What would you have? What drives an army? Belief or power? Done if you were called to fight in the name of faith. Subscribe, like, share, and drop comments. Till next time.